Hey everyone, if you're tuning into this explainer, chances are you've been putting in the grueling work. You've been scripting, filming, editing, posting, engaging with every single comment. And you finally did it. You crossed that magic threshold, 500 followers. You refresh your dashboard, basically expecting the heavens to part and the platform to finally reward you for your labor, but instead, your dashboard says $0. Look, I want to validate that intense frustration right out of the gate. You have done all the heavy lifting to reach this major milestone, yet the financial return is literally non-existent. Well, today we are going to expose exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how to fix it.
So, you hit 500 followers, why are you earning $0? Honestly, it's infuriating. Staring at that $0 dashboard kind of feels like a punishment. It feels like the platform's algorithm is actively ignoring you, or maybe that your content just isn't good enough to get paid, despite clearly having an audience. But let me tell you, that is absolutely false. The problem is that most advice out there abruptly stops right at the milestone, as if the money is just supposed to magically appear. Nobody explains what is actually supposed to happen next. The truth, it isn't your content. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of the platform's hidden mechanics.
Okay, there are two words you need to absolutely burn into your memory because they are the entire through line of everything we're covering today. Eligible versus active. These two concepts are completely fundamentally different, and that gap between them, that's exactly where all of your money is currently trapped. Thousands of creators are sitting on monetization eligible accounts right now, earning absolute zero simply because they assume eligibility equals activation. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Think about it like this. 500 followers is not the finish line. It's a starting gate. It's the vault door. Hitting that 500 follower milestone merely grants you access to the room where the locked vault actually sits. It does not swing the door wide open for you. The vault requires a specific key, a deliberate set of actions to actually unlock. So today we're going completely under the hood. We're going to audit the 3 specific tumblers you need to turn to open this vault, starting right now.
Let's uncover our first diagnostic reveal, Stars eligibility. This is for Reels and live tipping. Once your follower and watch time thresholds clear, Stars become available to you. But here is the massive catch that leaves so many creators frustrated and, frankly, broke. The platform is not going to send you a giant notification saying, "Congratulations, you are now eligible for Stars. Click here for money." No way. The unlock is real, but the platform stays incredibly quiet about it.
And that's because eligibility sits quietly behind hidden settings menus. It hides in places most creators never even think to open. You could be technically enrolled in the Stars program right at this very second, and you're still earning absolutely nothing. Why? Because the platform requires manual intervention from you. If it just sits hidden in a menu, it is doing absolutely nothing for your bank account. You have to make the shift from a passive creator to an active one. Step 1. You must manually enable Stars in the Meta Business Suite under monetization. But, the work doesn't stop in the menus. Step 2. You have to actively request them during your live content. And step 3, you must explicitly call them out in your Reels captions. Passive posting simply does not trigger tips. Stars only convert when you actively turn them on and actively tell your audience they exist. That's Tumbler number 1. Which brings us to the second vault tumbler, Reveal 2, in-stream ads eligibility. This exposes a really specific trap creators fall into when they are relentlessly chasing fast follower growth. Look, you've hit the 500 follower mark, so the unlock for ads is technically real, but there is a massive structural roadblock standing directly between you and that ad revenue. And it all comes down to one magic number, 3. If your videos are not at least 3 minutes long, the in-stream ad vault stays entirely locked. The platform generally requires this minimum video length simply because it needs actual time and space to insert the ad breaks. If your video is too short, the platform literally has nowhere to put the ads, which means you get paid exactly nothing. And this brings us to the ultimate creator conflict. 30 to 90-second reels versus 3+ minute videos. Most creators stay permanently boxed into that 30 to 90-second reels format. And honestly, it makes total sense why. That short format is exactly what grows your follower count the fastest. It's how you got to 500 in the first place. But that exact same short format entirely disqualifies you from in-stream ad revenue. Think about that. The very vehicle you are using to grow your audience is actively preventing you from monetizing them through ads. This means a strategic shift is required. You cannot just keep doing the exact same thing that got you to 500 followers and expect the money to suddenly turn on. Unlocking ads requires deliberate, longer-form video created specifically to qualify for these ad insertions, not just to chase reach and virality. You need to actively balance the short-form content that grows the audience with the longer-form content that actually pays the bills.
All right, now for the third and final Vault tumbler. Reveal 3 Performance Bonus Programs. This is the most secretive unlock of them all. Platforms will periodically open these invite-only bonus programs once an account demonstrates consistent watch time and follower activity, but they are practically invisible. They aren't always visible in the main dashboard, and there are almost never any public announcements about them.
Here is the hard truth of social media monetization. The creators who get in are the ones who check regularly, not the ones who wait to be told. These bonus programs often appear as totally silent notifications, or even sneakier, they require you to proactively check the monetization tab directly to even see that you've been invited. If you're sitting around waiting for an email or a giant red banner at the top of your app to tell you you've been selected, you are going to miss out completely. You literally have to hunt them down.
So, as we pull all of this together, here is the harsh reality. You must stop optimizing for the follower count itself. Hitting 500 followers is a great milestone for visibility. It proves you can capture attention. But visibility is not money. Money requires a second, deliberate action that almost nobody talks about. If you just stare at your follower count, you will stay broke. So I am giving you your final, urgent marching orders to close the gap between $0 and actual revenue. 1. Open Meta Business Suite today. 2. Go directly into the Monetization tab. And 3. Audit your account and check what is actually active versus what is just sitting there as eligible. Treat this like a professional business audit. Finding that gap between eligible and active is the only action that turns the key.
Your vault is waiting. Are you going to leave the money on the table? You've already won the audience's attention. Now go bridge the gap between eligible and active and unlock what is rightfully yours. Seriously, go check that dashboard today.